And here we are once again with another episode of Cosmic Debris. I am one of your hosts as always. Thank you, Andy George. And my partner in crime as always,
TJ, better known as the Jerk.
Good morning, you jerky fuck. How you doing today?
I'm doing all right.
There
How
you
about
go.
yourself?
I'm good, man. I'm good. You know, this is the first show of September, man. This is 27 episodes, man. Holy shit, brother.
It is.
Half a year, man, has gone by.
Well, last week was our half-year episode.
Half-year anniversary. What did you do?
Nothing. But
yeah,
we got shit on the agenda today.
we got some shit on the agenda. It's probably a double or triple flusher today, man.
Oh.
So how was your week? Everything was good, huh?
Yeah, it was okay. Nothing really exciting.
Yeah, it was.
No.
No, yeah. I mean, I was tied up with the grandkids and the school and most of the week. It's getting better. It should even improve more this week as they have more of these Zoom meetings per day. So, you know, I just have to stay on top of it. My wife went back to work, so it's going to be an interesting week for us and for me and the grandkids. But it's all going to be good, man. It's all going to be good.
It'll all be good.
Yeah,
Kids are good.
the kids are good for most part, man. Sometimes they drive me nuts, but
Well, that's what
it is what it is.
grandparent's job
Yeah,
is to
that's it. To be driven nuts. Thanks, dude.
be driven nuts. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll be going
And
up
they-
and seeing mine again in December.
Yeah, I
so-
remember you told me.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're going to be taking off in December. Hey, did you see the thing about Nancy Pelosi? Nancy Pelosi, old Skeltor, went to the
Jesus.
hairdresser down in San Francisco.
I saw there was some controversy.
There was some controversy
tell me
because she
about it.
went during the store closings. Hey, nobody can be in here. You know, if you want your hair done, you got to go outside and get it done. Well, she went inside the hairdresser, thing, and then when somebody brought it up, she says, "Oh, I was set up from the very beginning of this. It's not my. Yeah, I was set up." That's like, hey,
Yeah, bunch of
Nancy.
bullshit.
Hey,
Just admit
Skeltor.
it. You
Just
know,
admit it. Hey.
You're somebody. I'm a somebody. I'm a U.S. representative, and I can do whatever the fuck I want.
That's what I say, and I don't care what party you're from. If you think these guys got our best interests at heart, man, you've
No,
fucking been
they're human beings. They
You
got their
swallowed
own
the
best
Kool-Aid. Fuck yeah, they don't really give a shit about you and I or our families or our
Well, they
futures.
do to a point, but if it came between them and us, it'd be them.
Oh, without a doubt, man. You ain't getting that last roll of toilet paper, man.
Fuck that. I'm Nancy Pelosi. I need to wipe my ass
I mean-
before I die and it comes out my asshole.
Yeah, no shit. It's true before you die.
I wouldn't even give her mouth to mouth. That's for sure.
I'll be like, I'm sorry, you're dead. The guy you think in your purse that's stealing from dead people.
Yesterday, I get this call from this volunteer at one of our U.S. representatives down here who's running for office, and well, we want to just see if you're going, how you're going to vote. Yeah, I'm going to vote for it. And it's like, what are the issues in your community that you think need to be addressed? I'm like, I ain't got no issues.
Open our swimming pool, damn it.
It's like, it is what it is. I've accepted. I think that's the good thing about the program we work is we learn to accept stuff that we have no control over.
Yeah,
It's
and
like,
we got no control
how do
over
you
these
how do you
guys.
tell somebody that it's not? I said, call somebody else up and ask them. But no, I'm good.
Yeah, for me, I know you're screwing me. Could you just give me a little more Astroglide
Yeah.
before you
And
shove
kiss
it in?
me in the lips before you
Yeah,
insert
at
it.
least give me a kiss. Yeah. So, I wanted to. I was reading an article the other day about the Carnegie Library.
You
and
read? You can
I read a lot, dude. Yeah, believe it or not, I do read a lot, and I still have to have hard copies of shit.
Oh,
That's just the way
true.
I
Yeah,
am. I
you're-
read
yeah.
a lot of different magazine subscriptions I have sent to my house. But I was reading about the Carnegie Library in Pittsburgh and how the guy who they hired to caretake for the rare and
Antiquities.
yeah, the antiquities in the library. How this guy was stealing the shit and selling it. On the black market. Yeah,
I
no
love it.
shit. How crazy is that? I'm hiring you to be in charge of this, yet he's in there cutting all these old maps out of the books, stealing the old books, and then selling them to a guy who is a book dealer. But this guy has also been at one of those expert appraisers on Antiques Roadshow.
Oh, no shit.
I'm like, dude, well, I didn't really know what you're lying sack of shit. You lying bastard.
Hey, you hired me. It's your fault for hiring me.
Yeah, it's your fault for hiring me. I didn't want to do it, but he made me.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, and they say the value of the items that were lost were upwards of $8 million.
What the fuck?
Because some of them can't be found or replaced. There are no other copies
So how much
out
did
there
he
for
get?
sale.
How much money did he take?
He probably didn't. And his excuse was he had kids going to college and he didn't know how to afford it.
So yeah, well,
Kill one of your kids, sell them to Shep.
so
Yeah, but I mean, so have you ever taken anything from a library?
actually, I think we did bring this subject up a couple of weeks ago, and I do not, well, not intentionally.
Yeah,
think
that's what he said too.
I have found some books.
I don't know how it got in my
years
backpack.
later,
Yeah, I don't remember checking that
It's
out.
like, oh man,
Yeah,
that was supposed to be returned 10 years ago.
yeah. I remember I told you that I have a book that came into my possession because I got it from an old machine shop in San Francisco.
Okay.
A book from the Berkeley Library, the University of California, Berkeley, was checked out in 1926, and it's The Origins of Man by
Darwin.
By Charles Darwin.
Crazy.
Yeah, huh? Because the library thing is still in there. It's funny, man. I'm like,
Jesus.
But no,
Origin of Man comes up from a monkey, grows up, becomes big, and then goes to a library and steals shit.
and steals that book. Yeah.
That's the origin. That's our
origin.
progression. In
But I have taken stuff from libraries.
Our
I remember
evolution.
in junior high school being banned from the library because I would go.
National Geographics.
No, I
Right.
wouldn't cut it. Yeah, you remember that? That was a place. Hey, man, you want to see some titty? Let's go look at some
African women.
some African women, man. They just showed their titties right out in National Geographics, man. Of course, if you didn't have access to Playboy. But I would cut out a Sports Illustrated, all the articles that had to do with hockey.
Oh, and then put the magazines back.
And then I put it back because I had access to the back there. I was working as a
dick.
library assistant or some shit. Yeah,
Yeah.
and then I got caught. It's like, hey, why would you do that?
Because I wanted it.
I blame TJ because
Yeah.
I wanted it.
I blame him for everything.
Yeah,
My
we
wife
couldn't
thinks he's really
afford
fucked up.
Sports Illustrated.
Hell no.
Shit, no, yeah.
Hockey news. I did used to get that.
I used to get it
magazine.
from my neighbor.
Really?
Old Mark used to give me his old issues of Hockey News. He was a big time hockey fan too.
Old Mark.
Mark, I can't think of. He was a postmaster back in Pennsylvania. He worked
Really?
for the post office for years and years and years. And he was like the whatever you want to call him for his area there. He was like a union rep and
Yeah.
But he would always give me his used copies of the Hockey News
Oh yeah.
when it was a newspaper.
Yeah, I remember. It was like a tabloid, I guess you would.
Yeah,
call it.
yeah,
Big
it was.
size. Yeah, we used to get those. It was a monthly thing.
Oh yeah,
Or weekly.
the Hockey News. So.
I think it was monthly.
Yeah, so that was a good thing. Hey, one of the things we have talked about for weeks is we wanted to open up a discussion on UFOs, man.
Well, the larger topic of UFO, which includes what?
Oh,
All kinds of shit,
lost
right?
civilizations, UFOs. Have you been abducted? Have you ever been abducted?
I still got that anal probe that I needed to get taken out.
You're
that's
like
for
Cartman from South Park.
Sure. I'm like Cartman from South Park.
Once in a while, an antenna comes out of my ass.
That was pretty fun. That was
Yeah.
early out in the thing. But, it. I think I told you this story that when I was in Arizona, we lived in Phoenix area, and this was about it would have been about 1968, 69. And there was, Phoenix is in a valley surrounded by mountains,
Right.
Valley of the Sun and shit, right? Well, there was this, on the south side, there was this, large little range makes sense,
Yeah,
called South Mountain.
South
And
Mountain.
we were out there one night. It was like 8, 9 at night. It was really dark. We were driving up South Mountain and looked over the city. We were looking and said, "Oh, isn't it beautiful?" Blah blah blah. And so I see this object, and I'm pretty sure my brother was looking at it too, from what I remember. And it looked like, it was traveling like a plane. It was going across the sky,
Right.
and then it stopped and went straight up.
I know, it's crazy, huh?
It was like, what the fuck was that? And that's the only time I believe I saw something that was not that was unidentifiable.
Right, so the definition of UFO is unidentified flying object. The definition is any aerial phenomenon that cannot immediately be identified or explained.
That's what it is, huh?
Now, yeah, I mean, I've had a couple instances too, and I was with my wife. I think I had just gotten out of the Navy up in the Bay Area. We're coming back from our mom's house because we lived down by Lake Merritt in Piedmont, outside of Oakland, and we saw this big object, and I swear it looked like it was from Close Encounters of the Third Kind, man. It was crazy. It was that big, and it's just floating quietly and really slowly over the and that is the San Francisco Bay. And we turned off the highway and followed it, and you got all these other people looking at it too. Till we got down close to the river, then the thing just shot off, man. It was crazy. I was like, damn, man. And to this day, usually I carry a camera with me on all trips that I take.
Well, you're going to be going out in November, going to cross country.
Right. Oh yeah, dude.
You'll be coming to some really open, vacant areas.
Yeah. I mean, I'm looking forward to it. So I got
see some crop circles.
Yeah. I mean, I'm looking forward to it. I got a few cameras. I got a little video camera I'm going to take. I'm like, I'm prepared, man. I want to see either Bigfoot or some UFOs. Or some man bear pigs.
Man bear pig.
Man bear pig.
Man bear pig.
How's man bear pig, man? But I also had we had another occurrence one time driving up Highway 5 through California, and I swear it was late at night because I would usually leave to go to her mom's. I'd leave at 10, 11 o'clock at night to avoid the LA traffic. And we're up in the valley, Bakersfield, one of them bumfuck little places, man. And we see this thing come flying down. It's like, what the fuck? And it looked like one of Luke Walker in his Starfighter, man.
Luke Skywalker?
Yeah, Luke Skywalker, not Luke Walker. That's a basketball player.
Yeah, it was real slow moving.
It was slow moving. But it looked just like one of those, what do you call them, TIE fighters that it did. I'm like, dude, did you see that? I'm like, and I even turned around and I went back down. I said, whoa, where'd that go, man? It was flying really low, man. It was probably flying within 150 feet of the ground.
And may the force be with you.
May the force be with me,
You
man.
did not see that.
I did not see that, young man. You did not see it.
If that these things were true and they're unidentifiable and maybe piloted by beings that are not from this world,
this galaxy, right?
So Area 51,
right?
I mean, there's all
Roswell,
that whole shit about those big
1947,
big-eyed aliens.
But yeah,
I've seen some clips that look pretty realistic.
Yeah, no kidding.
Who the fuck knows?
Yeah, I wasn't there, man.
I mean, do you believe that there are other beings that have visited here on Earth? I mean, during let's say last century.
Oh, without a doubt, man. Because some of the things
maybe
to me
even before, thousands.
Right,
because
we talk about ancient aliens and stuff, and that's part of it. You and I had this discussion because it's ludicrous to think that we're the only intelligent people within the universe.
Well, right, exactly.
Are we just an experiment for another race of human beings? As we talk about lost civilizations, and I was looking at some things this morning. Do you think it was an experiment? Like we're just their zoo? You know what No, really, you think about it.
No, I know you're really.
Yeah, you
think
think about
it. I know you believe what you're saying is true.
What a douche. I use that. I know you believe what you're saying to be the truth. But do you think that when they put us here as a zoo, hey, we can come visit you every once in a while. We don't have to stop by or buy any souvenirs. Maybe buy an I Love New York t-shirt.
Oh, God.
But, you think about it because, we talk about lost civilizations like the Mayas. Yeah, what happened to them? I mean, there's still some Mayan in the bloodline there, but where'd these people just disappear to?
Well, okay, let's go back to the first thing. Do I think we're an experiment? And I don't.
Okay.
But I do believe that, we are on a tiny little planet that's in the solar system of used to be 9 planets. Now it's 8.
That's
poor
right.
Fucking Pluto.
Yeah, poor Pluto, the bastard.
And that our solar system is.
See what happens when you piss off Walt?
One of billions of solar systems in our galaxy,
right.
in
that
our
we
universe.
can't even fathom.
No, we
how
can't.
Many.
There's no way we can even see them. I mean, we
right.
see that these things are out there, but we don't know. We can't pinpoint. Go, oh, look at that. There's some swimming in a lake over there on planet XYZ. 50 billion light years away. So,
Right.
I do believe that there are other worlds that have other life forms that are intelligent,
More technically
and
advanced than we
sentient, that they can
Sentient.
think, and some that are less.
are. Right. I'm sure there's Idiot Planet out there.
Yeah, a lot of them.
Yeah,
And
they're giving their kids
Nancy
bad
Pelosi,
titty
you're gonna
milk.
call it bad Nancy Pelosi.
Yeah. Where'd you come from, Skeltor?
But there's if those things are true, then there's got to be more intelligent life out there.
Right.
And that I believe this is what I believe is that they saw us. I mean, they're so advanced. They're like, okay, this planet in this solar system over here is got life. We want to go check it out and see what they're fucking doing. Right?
It's like driving through Yellowstone.
Right. Just keep an eye on them.
Yeah.
And that's what I think we were visited in those forms of looking at us like, what are you up to?
Yeah.
We want to know what you're up to. Well, maybe we even want to know what you're made of.
Oh,
So
sure. Yeah, so we're going to kidnap a few of you. And that was one of my things. If they came down and you were there and they made contact with you, would you hop on the spaceship and go for a ride?
Fuck yeah.
So what if they were just a big planet, the big fat bald guys?
Only fat, bald
That's
guys.
it, man. It's just like, oh, come on, man. Where's the hot Amazon women planet I want to go to?
Yeah, I think I'd do that once.
Well, I'm not.
And then if they come back, I'd be like, no, I want the one with the chicks. You gotta
Yeah,
bring the
it'd be
chicks
like,
by.
hey,
I want to go with them
yeah,
and
maybe-
see if they can anal probe me.
see
That I
if the
wouldn't
chicks-
mind.
Yeah, the big hot Amazon women. No, I don't believe that we're an experiment. I believe that God created this and we're here because to me, life is a friggin' miracle when you think about it. But how come all our little babies, when they show you a sonogram, look like these alien pictures from Roswell?
Jesus, because they're fucking fetuses.
Yeah, but it's weird, isn't it? It's like, oh, we drew these guys, but hey, that's what your little kid looks like.
They all come out looking ugly.
I know they all
Very
look.
rarely a kid is born that looks good.
Yeah, they
'Cause
all-
If they do, then they turn out ugly.
Yeah, they all look like Churchill.
I mean, most of the kids that I've seen from my friends of their grandchildren or babies, they're like, "What the fuck is that? That
What
is
happened to
fucking
this
ugly."
mongoloid?
You're not going to say, "Oh man, you got an ugly fucking
No,
baby."
oh man, that's the most beautiful kid I ever seen. It's like,
And I've seen them grow up, and they're
Yeah, they turned up
better.
better. Yeah,
now,
later.
or-
Yeah.
yeah, but like fucking ugly,
Yeah, so maybe they were visited by
genetically
UFOs.
shitty.
But we talked about Roswell happening in 1947. But these other lost civilizations, there's a few of them. What happened to the people on Easter Island with all the, they built these huge friggin' statues, man.
the statues, you got
Are they the-
Stonehenge, you got
Right,
you
right.
know, look at the pyramids in Egypt.
The pyramids,
you
and you and I had this discussion. And you believe they were built by slave labor.
definitely.
See, I mean, I don't believe that because, I mean, I've seen some shows where they've taken these guys out who are stone cutters and says, man, we don't have the technology today to do this, to fit this shit precisely,
So right, and you mentioned Leonardo da Vinci
Oh, right, right. So I was...
because of that technology or the intelligence
Right.
and how. Go ahead. I'll let
So,
you tell us.
and the reaon that I brought that up to you is I was watching a show on the other day, and they were talking about Da Vinci, and he kept a pretty good, journal as his life. But there was a 2-year period where shit was missing. Okay, like he was missing. There was nothing in journals. He was just missing. So, and they say, well, maybe he wandered into this cave and encountered, intelligent life beyond our understanding. So, because you remember, he was not only a friggin' painter, and he only painted like 12 or 14
Right.
pictures. And most of them have to do with Christ.
Okay.
And
He's in those caves meeting aliens, going, "Oh Christ!"
yeah, because it was I don't know how it got to that. They said look at the pictures, and
Well, you brought up a point which is interesting. Is that later in his life he became an inventor,
right,
and not so much the actual building, but the drawings and
Right.
designs and his ideas.
right, that have become some of the things that
Right.
we use today.
It's like, how do you gain that type of intelligence
right.
just on your own?
On your own, that's right. And it was like some of the shit, like the helicopter, if you look at some of his earliest inventions.
Yeah.
I mean, the drawings, not, and the patents that he had, were for things that are like, this is crazy, man. What's Leonardo smoking friggin' camel dung or something?
Could be, but
yeah, but I mean, very intelligent guy. So where did that knowledge come from all of a sudden?
That's not something that just all of a sudden you wake up one day going, oh man, why hadn't I thought about this before? And let me draw this and sketch this and diagram this. It's like, no, it's got to come from some sort of learning.
Right. Teaching from someplace, and who knows where that came from. It was just an interesting show. I'm like, wow, this is kind of, it's interesting, man.
So if he, those 2 years that he was gone,
right,
if he was being instructed or he was learning,
right,
from beings from another world to have this stuff in his brain, I can't imagine why he would come out going, I'm going to just keep this shit to myself.
Right. Yeah. And he
unless they threatened him, like, we're going to kill your
we're going to probe you. Brother.
Yeah. We're going to continue to probe.
Yeah, we're going to continue to probe.
If you fucking tell on us, you're dead.
Right. So what if he stepped through like a wormhole or something, and came back, oh man, I got all this knowledge. Now I just draw this shit. And it's like, these inventions are some of the things that we use, today. Like,
toasters.
Toasters, yeah. Bagels. The Da Vinci bagel. The deep dish pizza.
Because, some of the things that he came up with were mind-blowing.
Yeah, right, yeah.
And really, like you say,
just like
put it in use today or just for his time.
Right.
I guess he was during the Renaissance period.
Right, yeah, he was a Renaissance man, yeah.
Just to be able to come up with that. I mean, I don't believe in evolution as far as man coming from, something other than,
man.
The way we are today.
Right.
But there is evolution. Things evolve, where we go from, stones and making a wheel to
how
fire.
How do all of a sudden we go from that to using bronze?
Yeah, I mean, it's just somebody has an idea. It's like, there's this thing here in the ground.
How do you have all these Neanderthals all of a sudden? Now it's like, hey, I know how to use bronze. It's like, dude, you're picking bugs out of your wife's ass and eating them.
It doesn't just happen like, all of a sudden, I know I'm in the Bronze Age.
Right.
It's in an evolutionary process. Somebody tries something.
Right.
How many times have you tried? I know I have. I tried doing
making
something.
Meth.
and it comes out like shit, and we persevere and we try something else.
Without a doubt.
we find ways of doing things by trial and error. So there would have to be a lot of trial and error to go from, stone knives to metal knives. Sharpening edges, one edge, and now let's go to a two edge, and guns, and all that shit.
Right.
Right. I mean, it's an evolutionary
change of errors. Yeah.
Of errors.
Right.
Until you find something that works, and then it's like, okay, now I want to market this.
Yeah.
So I can kill more people with this.
That's right. So let me sell some weapons. Yeah, gunpowder's by the Chinese. And there's a whole two-finger Hing Wong. Yeah. And we're still working at the Chinese laundry.
It took me 3 fucking fingers to figure this out.
And leave this shit alone.
And don't play with it. It's
don't
dangerous.
play with it, yeah. Because
look at Madame Curie, right?
Right.
And radium. And X-rays and all that technology came from her.
From her experimentation.
And she died because of being exposed to these substances that were radioactive, and it fucking killed her.
Right.
But she came up with this stuff through trial and a huge error of like, I'm fucking dead.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think that's how most of the shit we have is evolved. But aliens, yeah, I think, if you want to call them aliens or beings or
whatever you want to call them,
whatever you want to call them, yeah, I think we have
some
been
truth in that.
Visited, but to a degree that.
Hey, you think they
kept it pretty?
We hire them to do our work. Hey, would you mind build us a pyramid while you're here?
Hey, aliens, why don't you go pick some lettuce?
Yeah. hey, since you're here, hey, Joe Mayo.
Hey, Joe Mayo. Close my blinds.
Could you do me a favor today and build me a pyramid?
Well, you know,
I mean, it's a very interesting subject
because you believe the pyramids were kind of, built with that.
But
their knowledge.
what I believe is, I believe that these people in this time were so much more mentally advanced than us that they were able to build that. You know what I mean? That, hey,
but why?
Through limitation and shit.
Why would they come here and say, we're going to help you build these kind of temples?
Because we want to visit it.
Or
we want to visit once in a while.
Yeah, where the fuck are you then?
Well, we got time.
What, are you selling tickets? Like, let's go a tour of this planet they call Earth.
Yeah, it's like, this is a garbage dump, man. Way back when, I'm sure it was a nice place to visit.
Yeah,
just like California.
Oh, they fucked it up.
Yeah, just like California. Now it's all dirty and nasty. It's like,
take it back.
What happened to you people, man?
We helped you get to this point, and you fucked it all up.
Yeah, now you just throw your garbage out your windows and
then
when you're driving your cars.
I believe God is saying the same thing. You guys fucked this thing up. He tried doing it one time already with the floods.
Right. I'm gonna flush here once, man, but I only get one flush with you guys.
Yeah, get one flush.
I get one flush, and from now, it's up to you guys to make this shit work.
Right. And we fucked it up again.
Yeah, I mean, and I was looking at, the Pueblo Indians, how they lived on the side of, sides of mountains.
Have you ever been to that
no, I haven't.
North of Phoenix where it's, the
cave.
The things, in the walls.
Right,
there's those types of Native Americans or Indians, whatever you want. And then I visited a place that's in New Mexico.
Right.
Northern, west of Albuquerque, Sky, I don't know what, something with Sky. And these Indians live up on top of this mesa.
Right.
And you drive up there, and that they live up there.
Yeah.
And that's the way they've been living.
They decided to live on the top. And a mesa can be huge, man.
It was pretty big.
Yeah, it's like, it's not a small thing. It's like, well, this thing could be friggin', 1,000 miles across or some shit. It's like something crazy,
Why the fuck would you want to live up here? I guess because you've always lived up here.
Because, hey, somehow with your ancestors and, but I mean, we some of these lost civilizations you see in the jungles, you just stumble upon this. Well, where'd all you people go all of a sudden, man? This is like Shangri-La. Maybe you discovered toilet paper someplace in the next town and decided it was closer for you. I don't know, man. It's a very interesting subject. I mean, we can go on for hours about this, man. And, I think there's definitely some things, because I was looking at some UFO videos online. Some of them are crap, but some of them are pretty unexpected. Wait till I come back with mine, my brother and me, man. We're going to make it famous.
And you think I'm going to believe you?
Well, that's why we're taking cameras and video cameras. And
better be really clear.
That's it. It's like, how come
and why you?
Why?
I mean, nobody else has been able to do anything or find anything or see anything, online, but it's going to happen to you.
I'm not saying it is, but I'm being prepared in case it does.
You're going to wear like a metal guard around your ass so you don't get anal probe?
No, I'm going to get me an aluminum foil tin hat.
Let's say you do. You're out there, right? And you're taking pictures, and this thing comes, this space stops above you and pulls you up. Or is going to ask your permission. Because you can say no. No means no, right?
Even to aliens, no means no.
And they say, we want to pull you up here.
Right.
And we want to run some tests on you. And we'll return you just as you are.
But I'm like, so what do I get out of this?
Okay, what do you want out of it? What do you want out of it?
I want to know where the Ark of the Covenant is. I want you to fill my shit up with gold.
I want an alien colonoscopy.
No, I want to see some of your hot Amazonian women from a different planet.
What if they just have like magazines like?
What if they talk
play alien and you open it up and there's a centerfold of this alien?
That would be fun. Be like
5 tits and
it'd be like, I'd bring that back for you.
You would. I know.
Hey, you got an extra copy of this? My partner TJ wants to look at this shit. But
only you can look at it. We can't take it.
It'd be like,
well, this to the library.
That's right. This is a lie. I'm stealing it. Then I start the War of the Worlds. Motherfucker stole some alien porn.
We're gonna fucking wipe you.
Yeah, we're gonna wipe you out because he stole a magazine. Ah, damn it. I'd be like, you got a library card for this?
Hey, how come we can't find him on Twitter?
Yeah, we can't find him on Twitter.
Put some bass in your voice, private.
Sound off like you got a pair, my friend. Oh yeah, but I mean, that would be it's very interesting, especially since like you told, we're going to be on a lot of open freeway, man.
You're going to be on a lot of open freeway, a lot of cornfields and wheat.
Well,
and
all the
that
shit
bullshit.
should be dead by then.
It's going to be
it'll be the beginning of November.
Right. So yeah, you never know what you're going to run into.
Without a doubt, man. I'm kind of looking forward to that.
Are you going to do some cow tipping?
Cow tipping? Nah, man, we've done that before.
Have
you?
No.
You ever tipped a cow while he's sleeping?
Never have tipped a cow.
Come on, what the fuck's the matter with you, dude?
Yeah, I'm demented.
Yo, I know you're demented, dude.
Bring back some cow porn.
Bring back some cow porn? I know you'd be into that, wouldn't you? Hey, you got like cow.
Well, I have to look at it first to tell you.
I have to look at it first.
Yeah, I mean, you know.
I ever tell you I was working in the Midwest. I worked out in Illinois for about 4 years doing shit. And one night I decided to go to this, and it was all farm country around there, but they had a strip club way out in the middle of these cornfields. It was like an amputee stripper bar.
No shit.
For like women who've been caught in like the fucking concubines that they use, or the combines that they use to harvest fucking corn.
So I lost my arm, and I'm going to strip on a pole.
I'm going to strip, that's right.
Right arm and,
yeah, but they were all old farmers and shit.
There is some fetishes.
Right.
Sexual fetishes where guys like to, will fuck like one-legged women. And they just say it's easier to
get her. You can't get in
because there's no two legs in the way.
Right. There's nothing getting in the way. Yeah.
Think about it.
So I was over, and I cracked up, and I'm going to have to ask if I could take a picture of this for you. I was in the porn store the other day, just browsing.
Sure.
So they had this torso, and that's all it was with the torso. Had no head, had no legs, had no arms, but it said, did it have a head?
No legs, no, just a torso with tits.
So yeah, it had titties. Yeah, that's right. So it's got
just holes.
3 things. Yeah, I'm like, dude, I gotta take a picture of that. It was like, oh man, and the thing probably weighed 100 pounds. I'm like, my buddy'd enjoy this.
My buddy would enjoy that.
My buddy would.
It'd be enjoyable to look at and to laugh at.
Yeah.
But would I use something like
to
that?
lay with?
No.
Yeah, you would. Don't lie to me.
No, I don't know.
I know. I'd have to roll her over and see if she got a bubble butt.
Bubble butt.
I don't know if because it was laying flat. It's like, hey, if you just got a flat ass, shit, you can go pick up some white woman. Did I just say that? Dude, that's fucked up.
You just did say that.
I know. I should have said that. Man, that's wrong.
Well, that's you.
That's just me. Hey, my name is TJ, by the way.
Yeah, that's what you tell your wife.
My glasses.
Yeah, I couldn't see. Yeah, so for today, hey, and I'm going to be heading out of town next week, so we are going to take a little break, man. We're not going to do a show for a week.
Oh my God!
That's what all our 6 fans are going to be like. Oh, why didn't you call and let us know? Follow us on Twitter. But so yeah, I'm gonna be gone here, for about 5-6 days, and we decided, well, instead of trying to cram in another show here this week, let's take a break, man. Let's come up with some more funny shit, because I always take my book with me, for inspiration. I write shit down that I find funny on the road.
Well, you are definitely going to find a lot of shit funny.
Oh, I think so. I think you're going to find a lot of shit funny. So, for today, let's flush this. I am Andy.
Like a plan.
I am Andy George, as always, and my partner in crime,
TJ.
Hey, man, go out there and share the love, man.
Love each other.
Love each other, man. Be kind, because this is all we got.
Tolerant.
That's right.
Love.
All these things that probably you're not.
Love and tolerance.
Love and tolerance, man. Love is power, people. We're out of here. Check us out next show. Thanks for listening. Later. This is Andy George from Cosmic Debris. Hey, I wanted to let you know you can reach us by email at cosmic.debris.2020@gmail.com. So if you have any comments or anything you'd like to hear us talk about, please email us at cosmic.debris 2020 at gmail.com, and we'll ignore most of your stuff. Hey, if you got any pictures out there you'd like to share with us, we'd sure like to see them. You can also follow us on Twitter at Andy Jerk. So, hey, send us a message, send us an email. We love to hear from our fans. You guys have a blessed day, and we'll catch you next show. Later.